Andorra is a small country in the middle of the Pyrenees, and Grandvalliere Resort welcomes the 13th edition of the TotalFight. And for the first time, women will compete at this elite event on the World Snowboard Tour.
We are here at the El Tarta Snow Park in Andorra for the TTR Elite competition. It's actually the last of the season.
Yeah, it's the first time that we have girls in the TotalFight, and I think it's a great event because the evolution of the girls have been great during the past years. And here we'll see some of the best girls of the world, and there's big rails, big jumps, and a very technical line. So let's see how it develops these days.
A lot of riders are here and they will expect 6 obstacles. So from top to bottom we have 3 rail sections and then 3 big kickers in one line.
Yeah, we have riders from all over the world this year. There's a lot of Japanese, a lot of Americans, Norwegians, French. Yeah, for us, we are very happy that they come here. They want to try this snow park. And yeah, let's see how it works.
They traveled the whole season all over the world, and now this is the ender of the season, so they will fight for the last points of the season, and I think there are no excuses. The setup is perfect. All the people here in El Tartar gave their best, the shapers, the organizers, everyone involved, and the place is on point.
The show is about to begin, and all the riders are waiting at the starting line. The show starts with the women. After some warm-ups, the girls are letting everyone know that the level is going to be really, really high. They have 2 chances. The highest score of the 2 runs counts. And if they make it to the final, the best 4 will battle it out in 3 rounds to crown the first ever winner of this TotalFight women's event. So far, everyone is enjoying the warm-up show with the best riders from around the world. There's also a new development this year. The women are competing on the same line and kickers as the men, a very technical line with 21-meter long jumps.
Stayed on my feet, so that's nice.
And the Japanese Yuka Fujimori is ready to go. Very smooth through the rail sections. A big cab 540. Followed by a frontside 360 indie grab and a backside 360 mute grab.
It's so good. I had a so good run now. The first round I had hand drag a little bit, so I try again more clean. And I landed so clean, nice.
And here we see Cheryl Maas, one of the world's snowboard queens. A great run from her at the age of 32. She's still in the top rankings of the scene. A perfect and safe run ensures her a place in the finals.
Kind of landed a bit short, but luckily my legs held it, so I was pretty stoked.
And here are the 4 top women who have qualified for the finals, with Cheryl Maas in first.
Season's kind of coming to an end with competitions, but I'm gonna have to train a lot. I have big plans for next year. Of course, the Olympics is coming up, and I would like to do a really good run there. And after the Olympics is done, I want to just keep going, you know, like I feel good, my body feels good. I'm still very hungry to learn new tricks and stuff. So I just want to push women's snowboarding as well as long as I can. So no stopping me till now. The girls scene, I think, has changed quite a bit because now we always ride the same jumps as the guys. Before it was always like a smaller size and a big size. I feel like we're finally being appreciated for what we do and get the respect for what we can do. And of course, we're always going to chase the level of the guys. They are ahead, there are more guys riders. But the girls snowboarding has improved so much lately. And it's nice that we get into more and more events nowadays. You know, the Aaron Style is the first time this year that we get invited. Now TotalFight wants to have us as well, and that's just really cool to see. It's good for women's progression in snowboarding. Yeah, the future of women's snowboarding is really going in the right direction, I think, now. And in slopestyle, it's like you kind of have to like always hold a step back because you're gonna have to do more obstacles at once. So you're like, you wait with risking your big tricks until maybe you're in finals or the last run. It's like nowadays with big air, everybody's throwing down sevens and qualies, you know, there's like no more time to take it easy with those contests. So that really pushes the women's sport, and that's so cool to see, and you can really see the progression.
Now it's the boys' turn. There are 30 of them in the finals, and there's only place for 8, so they need to give their best. And the fans here are waiting for a great show. The sun is shining, and after the women's show, the crowd has very high expectations for the men's competition. And we have a truly great show here today. Every single feature on this course looks perfect, and the riders are really going to push the level.
Course is great. Good to get some new snow in there. It's nice and bluebird. It's going to be a good contest today, folks.
Tyler Nicholson ready for his run. He starts with a frontside lip slide to switch frontside board side. A nice cap 10 double cork, switch backside 9, and he finishes with a frontside 10. In this replay, we can see the awesome style and power of this rider. Ulrik Buttercher from Norway prepares for his run. He starts off with a backside 450 to frontside board slide. Switch board slides, step up rail to a front flip down the container gap. Very sketchy frontside lip slide at the tube. And a backside 12. First 12 we've seen at the qualifications. Rookie Topita up next. Very strong Japanese competitor, cab 270 and 270 out. Backside board slide up to backside 360 down the gap. Frontside 180 onto cab 360 out. He is the Japanese rail machine. Cab 9. Backside 10 double cork. Finishing with a frontside 10 melon. Oh, bad landing, both hands on the ground. Bendik Gerdalen from Norway, starting off his run with a cap 270 into frontside board slide. Board slide up to the switch backside. 180 in the second feature. A 50-50 to backside 180 out on the rail. And now onto the jumps. Switch backside 9. Double backflip, wow! And a frontside 10 double cork, great performance. And another Japanese rider up now, Keita Inamura. 270 in to frontside board slide in the first rail section. Board slides up to a cab 180 out. Steps up with a frontside 180 to a cab 270 front board through the last rail. Cab 9 tail grab. Frontside 10 melon. Backside 7 melon. Incredible what these Japanese are performing at the Grand Valera TotalFight.
Yeah, I'm so good. It's good condition and a good course. Pretty. I'm so happy.
Hiroaki Kunitake, a 15-year-old from Japan, a very talented rider. Starting out with a very stylish frontside nose blunt 270 out, up the container, and down with a frontside 360. Pole slide 180 out to a cab 270 in. Switch double underflip. Frontside 10 double cork. And after those two impressive jumps, he goes mellow in the last one and shows a stylish backside 720 melon grab. Nicholas Huber now from Switzerland. Starting out with a cab 270 to frontside board slide. 50-50 frontside 180 up the container to a switch backside down. 50-50 frontside 360 out on the straight rail. On the first jump, Huber shows an impressive backside 1080 double cork, incredible rotation, but he couldn't stick the landing.
I don't know what happened. Just I never fail on this one, like on this back 10, but I did, yeah.
Time now for American Brandon Davis. He's taken part several times in the TotalFight finals. He takes the pole jam with a backside 272 lip slide on the first rail, very risky and creative. 50-50 backside 180 off to a cab 1 down, keeping the flow. Pole slide frontside 180 out to a cab 270. Cab 9 tail grab on the first jump. Backside 7 with a double grab variation, nose to tail. And a frontside 7 tail grab over the last hit. Nicholas Baden from the USA. Time for our next American. Starting off now with a nose slide and pops over the gap to a board slide, a very technical feature. Frontside board slide up to a backside 360 down, very smooth. Pole slide frontside 180 out to a cab 270 on, and he stomps it. Cab 9 nose grab at the first jump. Frontside 1080 double cork Indy nose pone, very stylish grab. And a super nice cork backside 7 melon grab.
Yeah, it felt pretty good. I was a little bit sketchy, but I'm happy that one's over. Ready for the next one.
And here are the standings after the qualification run.
I don't know, I didn't expect anything. I was just happy to come here. That was my first time, and I heard like good things about it, like in the past, the boys like saying positive stuff. So yeah, just happy to be here. Yeah, I'm just stoked to like discover a new mountain.
Feels pretty good to come back. I haven't been here for a while. I came 4 years ago and 3 years ago and then took 2 years off. Good to be back. It's a pretty fun mountain.
I love snowboarding, so I don't need to stay like motivated. I just like love riding and I love competing. So yeah, it's been like a big year. Like I didn't been at home for like a month and a half. So yeah, I'm still pretty happy and I'm just shredding, doing my best, and yeah.
I mean, I feel like everyone's had a pretty good year. Everyone's been killing it, so I don't feel like anyone has too much pressure here. It's more of just a fun event. They have good prize money and a good contest. They help the riders out with accommodation and shuttles and food and stuff, so that's really nice. And So I've been to a couple of lead events this year that did not have a course this good. Like the rails are really good and the jumps are good. Like they got good pop and steep landings. Just a good contest. I wanted to come.
Crunch time, and the four ladies are ready to give their best in the final. They've all been awesome so far, and this is going to be huge.
Good, it's pretty good.
Ready now for Cheryl Mass. She's one of the world's snowboard queens. And here she goes. First rail, easy. No complications on the rail section, easy and beautiful. Let's see the kickers. Front side 3 tail grab. Backside 900. And, oh, she couldn't land well enough to face the last jump.
It was a tough one. That's the way it is.
The Japanese showed up really strong at El Tartar with awesome qualification runs. This is Yuka Fujimori, 550 nose slide. After the rails, let's see the jumps. Cab 540 mute grab. Frontside 720 mute grab on the second jump. And a backside 360 mute.
I'm really happy to in the final today with a really nice course, with a nice, beautiful sky and super nice in Andorra. So I'm really happy to be here.
What a high level we're enjoying from the girls. Let's see what the Canadian does. Brooke Voigt. Front side 50-50 to nose slide at the first rail. 50-50 up to a tail press on the container. Straight pole slide to a 50-50 front slide 180 out on the rail. Impressive switch backside 180 mute grab over the first kicker. Front side 720 backside grab. And a backside 720 indie grab. Outstanding run by the Canadian, and she's looking good for the podium. Time for Laurie Blouin. Everything will be decided here. Cheryl Mass couldn't land her run, and Laurie is in really good shape, and here she goes. Backside lip slide on the first rail. 50-50 tail grab. Backside board slide. She's going well. Now she's headed for the jumps. Backside 180 melon. Lots of style. Double switch underflip. First woman to show a double flip in this competition. Frontside 720. Beautiful run. She did it, and she knows it.
Pretty good, actually. I'm so stoked.
And yes, Laurie Blouin made it and comes off with the win. I was so nervous. When I made my run at the qualies, I was very happy. My secret is training in a kind of snowflex system. There you have to face the kickers with your board in a completely flat position. And that helps me in these kinds of parks, like the one we have here at El Tartar. I love fishing, playing internet games, and skateboarding. Now I'm really interested in learning English, so I'd be able to talk with the other riders. I started snowboarding when I was 4. My parents are snowboarders, so it was natural for me. I've been snowboarding for 11 years now. Next plan on my schedule is going to Czech Republic for the WST event. I want to win it so I can get some points to be in the national team in the Pyeongchang Olympics. And here we are. Everything is set up for the men's finals at the Snow Park El Tartare. Shapers, judges, crowds, riders, and crew are all ready.
Doing pretty good at the moment. Made finals, so first step, I guess, pretty good.
Nicholas Baden is the first to show his cards. He was first in the qualies, so let's see what he has in mind for the finals. Backside nose slide pop over to board slide at the first section. Front side board slide to a backside 360 down the container. Full slide, front side 180 out, and cab 270 into front side board slide. Now the kickers. Cab 9, mute nose bone, beautiful and perfect. Front side 1080 double cork over the second jump. And he finishes his run with a backside rodeo 540. Lots of chances for the American to get onto the podium with such an amazing run.
Not quite what I wanted, but happy to land.
Time for the Japanese, Keita Inamura. First rail, frontside 270 to frontside board slide. Board slide to fakie cab 180 down. Frontside 180 up, cab 270 down. And at the jump, cab 1080. Switch backside 1260. And last one, front side 720. Up next, American Eric Willett. Backside tailslide 270 out. Backside board slide up to switch backside 180 down the container. Backside blunt slide 270 tail grab out, nice and smooth. Backside 9 mute grab on the first jump. Switch backside 1260. Frontside 900 tail grab, super run. Let's see if it's enough to get onto the podium.
I feel good. What else do I do? Kind of just winged it on the second one. Landed the jump and then made it in here. I could hear the crowd in the air freaking out, so that was sick. And then it just feels good to land one.
Now it's time for the moment of truth. This young man, 15 years old, is playing for gold. Hiroki Kuritake. Frontside nose blunt 270 out. Board slide 2 frontside 360 out. Frontside 180 up. Cab 272 fakie down. Incredible show he's putting on. Switch double underflip. Frontside 1080 double cork. And a backside 1080 double cork, a perfect run with 3 double variations. And he knows it. Let's see what the judges say. And yes, the young Japanese Kunitake wins the gold. Shale Mas was last in the final. Third place for Yuka Fujimori. Rook Voigt finished second. And in first, Grand Valera TotalFight champion, Canadian Laurie Blouin.
I feel still pretty good, you know, like it cleared up like for the contest, so that's the most important thing. For the qualies, the sun just came out, and then for finals, it was like spring conditions. It was pretty fun.
And now it's time for the men's podiums. Nicholas Baden finished fourth. Inamura in third place. Second goes to American Eric Willett. And in first place, the 15-year-old Japanese Hiroaki Kunitake.
I'm so happy. I really enjoyed today. Thank you. Yeah!
And so the great 13th edition of the World Snowboard Tour contest, Grand Valera TotalFight at the El Tater Snow Park in Andorra, comes to an end.